An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own.
You're tuned into an album a day. Show, start.
As I promised, I am delivering on part 2 of the SM Town museum experience. And this is strictly about NCT from a historical standpoint. So please enjoy the ridiculousness of it all and know that I put myself at risk to get kicked out of there to get this for y'all. All right, enjoy it, please. And we're back. And if you happen to listen to me a year ago, have to pick up where I left off. I'm just coming along to say that I'm officially NCT trash. A year has really come and gone since the last time I was in here, and I have died. I told everyone I was gonna give historical data about NCT trash, and here I am making good on the song. I'm hitting the dance pose while I sing. Oh my God, it's everything exactly in the same space from last year. My voice is cracking, man. I'm KPop trash, man. So everything is honestly in the same space it was exactly a year ago when I promised that I would come in here and give you the historical information about my little chicken nuggets. So at the time that this display was set up, it was only featuring all of the NCT units, not Wavy. And that's fine. There's no harm, no foul in that. Wavy debuted this year. So we will get to them when their discography is a little bit larger. Going from the aspect of training, we are looking at the first trainee that they had with the group, which is 1995 born Johnny, a.k.a. Popeye's Biscuit Thick. If y'all really I got to keep it consistent with the people who know about them through me from YouTube commentary. Popeye's Biscuit Thick Johnny started training at NCT not at NCT, at SM in 2008. Then came along in 2012 that creature, that immortal, he is the night with every hair color. They're fierce and extremely strong, shockingly. I don't know why I thought he was waif. I have no idea. They're extremely strong, super charismatic, bloody nose-inducing charismatic leader, Taeyong, and Mr. NCT himself. I'm in every unit, I'm in every commercial, every promo, Mark Lee. Taeyong was born in 1995, July 1st. Johnny is February 9th. Mark is August 2nd, 1999. Also in 2012, Utah came onto the table. I'm just struggling. Work with me, y'all. He's born October 26, 1995. And Jaehyun, that's the one when I was talking about the picture where I said I couldn't remember, it was him. Jaehyun, born 1997. And he's a Valentine's Day baby. So at this point in time, you've got a group total of 5. No, they've not debuted yet, and that's perfectly fine. They're still in their training aspect. Nonetheless, that was a unit in and of itself. By 2013, we end up getting more of the little chicken nuggets. We get Taeyil, who is the senior citizen of the group. He was born in 1994. Haechan, who I am known for screaming over a lot, born in 2000. We have Jeno, 2000 as well. Jaemin, 2000. Jisung, who is our child. He is innocent. He is precious. We love him. He is a dancing king. He is under the tutelage of great dancers. He was born in 2002. 10, that's, I got a little... 10 came in 2013. He was born in 1996. I didn't know that was his number. Now I feel some type of way real bad. Toyoung, born in 1996 as well. Toyoung is real tall. I didn't know that. Shocking. Look at these. So I'm in the process of me giving you this narrative. I'm injuring myself looking at pictures of them when they were fresh out of puberty, and It's a lot to take in, to look at how little they were. Wow, look at my little Haechani. Look at him looking like a big boy, and now Haechan's a man. And then we come over to 2014 and we get our Jungwoo, born in 1998. He joined in at that time. We're getting close to debut time. It's 2015. We have Winwin, born in 1997, Kun, born in 1996, Rinjun, born in 2000, and Lucas, born in 1999. We get Chin Lee added to the mix in 2016, and he was born in 2001. This is our lineup. This is the full capacity of our boys. And let's go back to when this all got started. Again, 2008. So you're looking at a decent chunk of time, 8 years, committed to getting the proper training in order, cultivating the appropriate cast, if you will. That's the way that they want to clarify it, by saying it's casting. Balancing out these amazing entertainers who can accommodate rap, singing, and dance, and just give a level of charisma that it just hadn't been seen just yet. And that's a huge thing to say, almost biased, and I can at least admit that, because no, they're not the first group to have such a dynamic lineup. There are countless groups that have large amounts of members and things of that sort, and they didn't roll them all out as one big giant group until 2018 anyway. The thing that makes it so shocking is the fact that, like, they're promoted and pushed out there as a part of a culture technology system. There is a part of SM that is at their second building. The name escapes me at this moment. But there's a building that specifically just has the content associated with the branding of all of its subsidiaries and its groups and things of that sort. And one aspect of that is actual culture technology. One of the things that Isuman talked about January 27, 2016. Again, remember, we got Chin Lee right at the end. He was the only one brought in at that time. We had Lucas in 2015. We just hadn't seen him until last year. So, because this is 2019 recording. So just keep working with me, y'all. Keep working with me. So, he had this press conference talking about the NCT Neo-Culture Technology의 야차로 SM Entertainment 가 추구해온. So, wait, hold on. 추구해온 문화기술의 집약체로 개방성과 혁정성을 기울도록 자유로운 새로운 멤버의 영입. I'm not going to keep going because this is a long sentence, but basically he's breaking down the fact that he's going to create a system that gives entertainment classes and different, not classes as in you check in for class and, you know, got homework, class system. So entertainment class system of different unique member styles who are able to represent various dynamics of the world at large. Yes, of course, they're going to focus first on South Korea. That's their bread and butter, which is why NCT 127 is the actual sole function of the group and the one that's promoted the most. But there are other groups in preparation for debut. Actually, next year, 2020, we will have 2 more subunits of the group to debut, and that got linked by music producers London Noise. They ain't even mean to do it, they just told by mistake, so it's a possibility that might get pushed back. But Isuman had this huge press conference about it and everything. It kind of revealed some of the young men who we saw in SM Ricky's performances, specifically Taeyong. We didn't have no idea he was going to be the leader, but at this point we were fully confident that that was his plausible role. 2016, we got Chin Lee. He's made his press conference. He said what he needed to say. Then we come out with NCT U's debut. This took place in April of 2016. This consisted of Mark, Taeyong, Jaehyun, Tin, Dohyung, and Taeil. And then we spent several years afterwards trying to figure out where the hell they put Tin after this moment. We didn't see him again. We didn't see him again until 2018. And I got theories on that, but it ain't got nothing to do with music. It's got everything to do with vampires. So at this time, we had a very small lineup. They dropped this song called The Seventh Sense. We had heard nothing like that. Nothing at all. And then they followed it up with NCT Without You, which also featured all the other members before their debut in the music video. It was really, really awesome because the focus was NCT, but you had all these other little chicken nuggets you had never seen before. And it was really, really cool to just hear all of them sing together. I'm getting excited. So if you can hear things like jumping around, it's because I'm literally jumping in place with excitement because I just love the way that they've been rolled out. I absolutely adore it. All right. They got us all excited in 2016. Whoop-de-whoop, hands up in the air, swing them around like you don't care. Also, in the same month, NCT 127 debuts. I know I call them NCT 127 a lot, but it is 127. They debut. Now, again, think about this. We have Mark and Taeyong, Jaehyun, Ten, Dohyung, and Taeil in NCT. You come over to NCT 127, you got Mark, Taeyong, Haechan, Yuta, Jaehyun, Taeil, and Win. So already we're getting exposed to the fact that members can be in more than one subunit at a time, actively promoting. You can literally be on a countdown show and go do the choreography for Fire Truck, Sobangcha, which also sounds like Sriracha. You can be doing the promotions for that. Go downstairs, get a thing of water, wait till you refreshed. Another group is on stage, and then you get right back up and you go promote for NCTU. There was not a lot of space for them to have a break from what all was going on. I am solely distracted right now because Taeyong is on the screen and he's walking on some sand. He's getting ready to dance, and he's dancing to Seventh Sense. This was one of the teasers for it, and I'm hurting, y'all. Yeah, he gave it to y'all. If you can just take a moment while you're listening to this podcast, if you happen to be at home or you're listening on your computer or whatnot, just open another tab and look for Seventh Sense teasers, Taeyong dance. Taeyong, Taeyong, Vampire. And if you just put it all in there real clean, you'll be able to see it. So we get the group. And they also drop 127 Limitless, and then the anthemic song of the summer of 2016, Cherry Bomb. It was a lot. Cherry Bomb had 7 songs on there, 2 of which were the same song, just with a remixed version, a performance version. Then we come to 2017. Now, let me be more specific. 2016, August, so summer, but they really got a lot of promo time in 2017. 2016, August, you get the babies, NCT Dream. Let's go back and look at these other groups. We have Mark and 127. Now you have Dream. Guess who's in there as well? Mark again. Mark, Renjun, Jinu, Haechan, Chaemin, Chinli, and Jisung. They're all in the group, and Mark is their default leader because he's the oldest chicken nugget. So they released Chewing Gum, which is very much an earworm. As soon as you hear it, it gets stuck into your head, and it's absolutely inescapable. Also in 2017, again, let me reiterate, that was 2016, so they gave you 3 groups in 2016. 2017, you get, you know what? Yeah, that is right. 2017, you get the first album of NCT Dream, and then you get We Young, which was another one they released with a few more albums. So you have these 2 albums, and you've got 3 clarified actual subunits. And 2017 in June 12th, you actually get the fandom name, which we were all kind of puzzled by for a moment, NCTzens, NCTZEN. But that stands for the citizens who are the fans of this whole culture, if you will. Then 2018 comes. Dear God, why? 18 members. 18 members got together, and I don't know how much time was spent for them to have to be able to find places wide enough to take a picture with that many people. 18 members, all 18 from 2008 to 2016 roster development were all on one album together called Empathy. Oh my God. I'm not gonna talk about the albums. I'm not gonna talk about the albums. I was getting ready to slip up, but we're not on the ends. We're not. We're just on a special episode. So it's phenomenal that you can get that many people together on one thing and everybody gets at least one sentence to be able to say. That's just a lot to handle. There have been other releases thereafter, but in this historical context, this is what we knew of the group coming to its completion. Yes, Wavy debuted this year, but it's of some of the members who are in NCT 2018, which is a subunit in and of itself. But there's also new members who have been put into the NCT fold. So that's something that when we get further down into the process, we'll be able to discuss in more detail. But this is one of the most systematic, insane rollouts I've ever experienced, and it's not finished. It has no intention of being finished. So we'll just have to see where it takes us in the next year or the next years to come. Now that you have survived the extra loud audio on that and a horrendous inconsistent reading of Hangul, thank you so much for surviving that. Let me just clarify for any of you I Got Sevens who are listening and you're still clutching your pearls at me calling anyone in NCT chicken nuggets. We already know that GOT7 will always be my 7 nuggets. So I just want to make sure that's out there because God forbid someone decides they want to say something. And secondly, if you have not seen my YouTube channel, Multifacetedacg, there is a video that I have about NCT and I specifically call them NCT 2018. Look at all them chickens. So it's all correlative. That is the wrong word. I didn't mean to use that one. Sleep deprivation is kicking in. We've been up for a long time today, and that's no excuse for picking bad words, but just roll with me as usual. I beg you almost every episode. I truly do. Well, this is part 2, and I hope you learned a little bit more about NCT and how they've been put together and everything and all that magic and all the loud noises of being amongst others. It's actually a nice change of pace from the silence that you usually listen to. Hopefully it's not too difficult to hear because I'm too lazy to edit it. I love you all. Just listen to it and enjoy it. Bye. I'll catch you in the next episode.